Welcome to the Explainer. So picture this. It's a scenario we all go through, like almost every single day, right? The doorbell rings and boom, there's a delivery package waiting for you at the door. It's just an everyday routine. Honestly, it's something we barely even give a second thought to. But today, we're breaking down a recent source report detailing a shocking incident that literally turns this ordinary, mundane routine completely on its head. Okay, let's dive into this. The big central question we're facing today is actually pretty stark and, well, unsettling. Are we truly safe inside our own homes? This explainer serves as an absolute urgent cautionary tale for literally anyone who clicks add to cart and shops online. As we'll see, it really shows how a perceived threat isn't just something you might bump into out on the dark streets at night. No, it can escalate right at your own doorstep, walking right into your most private sanctuary. Moving right into Section 1, the Bengaluru incident. So our source material zeroes in on an event in the Maradahalli area of Bengaluru. It centers entirely on a young woman who was home alone and a delivery agent working for Flipkart. Now, it all kicked off with what seemed like a totally harmless request. Right after handing over the parcel, the agent pleaded that he desperately needed to use the washroom. You know, it really highlights that super uncomfortable boundary between basic human empathy and your own personal safety when you're dealing with complete strangers just standing at your door. But the woman's response? It was a firm, crystal clear boundary. She repeatedly told him, "No, I will not allow you. I am alone." She explained she didn't have her family in the house right then. She even went as far as to suggest he ask the neighbors for help. She was absolutely standing her ground on her strict rule. She simply does not let strangers inside her flat. Which brings us to Section 2, the forced entry. This is where the tone of the incident shifts dramatically into sheer urgency. The agent completely ignored her clear refusal. He totally disregarded her repeated pleas and boundaries, forcefully removed his shoes, and just barged into the flat anyway, making a beeline for the washroom. Imagine the sheer panic of having a stranger force their way into your private space when you have explicitly told them no. It is truly terrifying. And then came the unthinkable escalation. According to the victim's account in the source material, when the man finally exited the washroom, he didn't just apologize and leave. Instead, he stood right in front of her and began performing obscene acts right there inside her home. The boundary wasn't just crossed, it was completely and aggressively shattered. Now, let's look at Section 3, Presence of Mind. And this brilliantly illustrates an incredible pivot to empowerment. See, the source reveals the woman had faced physical trauma in her childhood, making her hypervigilant. And man, that survival mindset just instantly kicked in. In a moment of absolute blinding panic, she executed 3 exact safety measures. First up, she left the main door wide open to ensure she wasn't trapped inside the apartment with him. Second, she strategically positioned herself right near the exit. And third, and this is crucial, she secretly turned on her smartphone camera to document exactly what was happening. Her situational awareness here, it's a literal masterclass in self-preservation. While the camera was rolling, she bravely confronted him. Even though she was crying and obviously visibly terrified, she challenged him head on. She shouted, "What are you thinking about me? I will do a police complaint." She threatened him with a police case right to his face. By doing this, she ensured she was creating undeniable, concrete video evidence of both his presence and his horrific behavior right there in her home. Let's head into Section 4, Swift Justice. Let's move to and see how this builds. That horrifying video she managed to record, well, it didn't just stay on her phone. It spread like wildfire, going completely viral across multiple social media platforms. Look at how this sequence unfolded. The massive public backlash directly led to Flipkart issuing a public apology. Almost simultaneously, the Bengaluru police launched a full investigation based on the footage, which rapidly culminated in the arrest of the accused, Vijay Mallikarjun Kamad. The sheer speed of this entire sequence is a direct result of the undeniable video evidence she had the incredible foresight to capture. Addressing the massive public outcry, Flipkart released an official statement, noting, and I quote, "We take such incidents very seriously and deeply regret this behavior. A full investigation will be done." Now sure, it's a standard corporate acknowledgement, but it really deeply underscores how viral visibility forces major e-commerce platforms to publicly address and take real accountability for the safety failures within their delivery networks. Following all that outrage, the Bengaluru police took immediate, proactive cognizance of the viral video. They didn't just sit around and wait for a lengthy formal process. They quickly tracked down and identified the accused as Vijay Mallikarjun Kamad, placing him under arrest. Law enforcement moved incredibly fast on this one, proving for sure that the digital footprint left by the victim's recording made tracking him both swift and super precise. So the crucial point is understanding the specific legal consequences of these actions. The authorities didn't just casually detain him. No, they filed strict legal charges under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or BNS. Specifically, he was charged under Section 75, Section 79, and Section 329, subsection 2. To put that simply, these are laws directly aimed at punishing sexual harassment, trespassing, and outraging the modesty of a woman. This serves as a highly concrete, educational point about the severe legal repercussions tied to these kinds of actions under our current legal framework. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really vital question to reflect on. What are your own safety protocols for online deliveries? Do you have specific rules for when you or maybe your family members are home alone? This source report serves as a really stark cautionary tale, reminding us all to stay vigilant. I'd love to invite you to share your thoughts, your own safety tips, or even just how you handle these everyday doorstep interactions in the comments below. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next explainer.